But I had fallen in love with strength training. So I knew that if it is not now, then I decided that I need to educate myself. Stop, categorizing food as unhealthy or healthy or cheat days. I hate that term, cheat days.
I've seen your picture 10 years back, and now where you are, it's completely unbelievable.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Superhuman series. Today I have got Coach Reena. Coach Reena is one of the really committed, I would rather say totally sold out health and wellness and lifestyle coach. Here is Coach Reena for you. And now, welcome to this show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be sitting with you and talking to you.
It's my pleasure too. Reena, can you just explain your journey? Because it'll be very exciting for people to know, especially as you are a lady who is really propagating the message of, evangelizing the message of lifestyle, health, and fitness. So we are all interested to know your journey.
So my journey, when I was younger, I was always into sports. So I've been into national sports, state level sports, but I was always on the heavier side of the scale, which never bothered me as a person because I was, probably doing all the things that normal kids do. But I was always tagged as being, the fat kid. So sometimes it used to take a big toll on me because it would affect me. Then after I got married, I had kids, so somewhere there was nothing to do, and I just started piling on a lot of weight, which was not just from the eating habits but again from the mental stress as well. So then there was a time when I was like, okay, I had enough and it's time to do something, because then I was at the verge, like it was now or never. So then I was like, okay, I need to do something. So then I decided to start training, and it was the first time I started doing strength training. Absolutely fell in love with the weights in the gym, but again it was very overwhelming to be in the gym on the first day, because everywhere I could see fit people walking around, and I was nowhere close to the way they looked. But I was sure that I want to do something for myself. But again, I never had like a coach who was like dedicatedly assigned to me, so I would like pick up advice from everybody, like any person, a new person who is
Yeah.
into the gym environment does it. Ended up with a lot of injuries, severe lower back injury, grade 3 meniscus tear, and then eventually landed up at the hospital with the doctor saying that you cannot be going for runs, dancing. I mean, I love dance. I used to love going for Zumba classes. Everything came to a standstill. But I had fallen in love with strength training. So I knew that if it is not now, then I would like, even this thing which I've fallen in love with would go away from me. So then I decided that I need to educate myself, because I knew that there was a definitely other way of doing it and achieving the goals that I wanted to. So then I started learning about it for myself. I never thought that it would snowball into, such a huge thing later on in life. It just became my individual journey to find the reasons as to why I'm not able to achieve my goals. So physical fitness, yes, but I also learned that no matter how much you eat well and exercise, until unless the top part, your brain, is under your control, everything falls apart. So then I started learning how to take control of my emotions, my feelings, my reactions. And when everything fits into a puzzle, the journey becomes smooth. So when people started noticing the difference, I started training my friends. Eventually from there, it just started growing big and big. Then, it's like when you're positive, everything falls into the right place.
Yeah, that's right.
Law of attraction, whatever you call it, the universe starts giving you when you know that you really want it and you put all the effort to get it. So now I'm fortunate enough to work very closely with a lot of doctors. So I am into rehabilitation. I also do nutrition. I'm a nutritionist, rehab specialist, pre-postnatal coach. So yes, that's what the journey is. And it's not been easy. It's definitely not been easy, but absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Fantastic. It's a definite a superhuman journey, I would rather
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen your picture 10 years back, and now where you are, it's completely unbelievable.
Yeah.
What is this Recore Live Fit?
So Recore is it starts with my name. Core is not just about 6 packs or 8 packs. It's the base of your body. gut is your second brain. So of course your first brain is your brain and the second brain is your gut. So it's very important to have the right connection between the brain and the gut. So Recore, again, live fit is like live your life. Like don't just survive through life, live life to the maximum capacity, like, being it your physical fitness or emotional fitness or social fitness. Be the best of you in every sphere that you are. So that's what Recore Live Fit came up with, the idea of making fitness, I believe in, is like coaching people rather than just giving them short term solutions to weight loss, or weight loss, or let's say hypertrophy. It's not, there are no short term goals, because I personally don't believe in them. It's more like educating the people, and we are into lifestyle coaching.
That's right.
So when you, like, rather than catching a fish and giving it to somebody, if you show them how to catch a fish, if you teach them how to do fishing properly, that's the best thing that you've done. It takes time and effort, but yes, I want everybody, and especially women, to not take yourself and the way you feel from inside for granted, and also for men, because many a times we tag men that be a man, so they always have to look strong, be strong, no emotions, which is really draining for a man from inside. So be irrespective of your gender, everybody needs to work on the fitness levels, which starts from the internal healing and then comes the outward healing.
Now, when you mentioned about gut and brain, so I also do a lot of work on this GBA, gut brain axis, because you are coming across many people who must be approaching you to stay fit, maybe to get back to shape or whatever. So how many of them out of all those people who must have approached you, how many of them understand the significance of gut and how it impacts the overall biology and also psychology?
Not really. People don't have the awareness. I mean, they mostly, divide food into two groups: healthy food and unhealthy food.
Yeah.
But I always tell them that don't, do make that association with the food as healthy or unhealthy. You should treat food as some food are good, nutritionally dense, and some are not nutritionally that dense, but again, eating it makes you happy. When you're really stressed, a piece of chocolate cake, when you eat it, just instantly boosts your mood. Why? Because it just makes you happy. So it's very important for people to have a proper relationship with the food, and stop categorizing food as unhealthy or healthy or cheat days. I hate that term, cheat days. The moment you say it's a cheat day, your brain is like, okay,
That's
so
right.
they are
Yeah,
cheating.
absolutely,
Let's
absolutely.
misuse whatever they are eating. So just remove all those words from your vocabulary. It doesn't, your brain is very smart. The way you perceive things, that's the way your body is going to process the things. So people, they, like most of the clients, they know what is healthy and unhealthy. That's how they categorize the food. But again, when you're eating too healthy, also, sometimes you need to give that break. Otherwise, if you're always like on a diet kind of a mode, then how do you, when you socialize, you get restricted. So it's about eating smart and about mindful eating. So people, don't really know and don't really understand the importance of your gut and feeding your gut with the right kind of food. So yes, that's a learning process, and it's like small changes. Like it's there, but people just don't recognize it. Like you just poke your eye and show them, here it is, and they're like, oh, I never realized it. So it's very simple.
And also, as you rightly said, I believe the good food for some people could be bad food for somebody else.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
we, as I mentioned earlier, we conduct this process called Eplimo, and through that, you will come to know that what kind of food really fits you, what kind of vegetables. We have seen that, because generally there is a concept that broccoli is a very very healthy vegetable, but at the same time, for some people, it's actually leading to major problems.
Yes.
So I think personalization is the key in this kind of cases. So
Absolutely.
what kind of measures you take when it comes to fitness? Because we are seeing people on one side, people are becoming more and more conscious about fitness, health, but at the same time they are a bit confused. Whether I'm doing the right thing.
Yes.
Somebody is being
That is
recommended.
because there is too much of information. But again, it's not. That's why when you really want to make a change in your fitness, in your lifestyle, it's very important to have somebody to guide you. Because people come up, the first thing is like, most of the coaches that have, okay, you want to lose weight, cut off the carbohydrates.
Correct.
No. That's not the way you see at the things. Then it's like sugar is the worst enemy.
Yeah.
No, carbohydrate is not your enemy. Sugar is not your enemy. Abs are made in the kitchen. No, it's not just abs. Yes, a part of it is right. What you eat is what you
That's right.
reflect.
Yeah, yeah.
But more than that, what your body absorbs is more important. It's not just eating right. So how I do is I don't give my clients any standardized fitness, nutrition plan or something. I always tell them that, give me the food that you're eating for the first 7 days, like whatever goes into your mouth, tea, coffee, juices, whatever. Because then I get to understand. Also ask them, like mention next to it, like you were really hungry. That's why you ate that. After eating this, you were a little bloated. So it gives me an idea of, what is the kind of food that they like eating, because everybody doesn't like eating the same food, because everybody is from a different background. Food choices are different, lifestyle is different. For people, those who work night shifts, they will obviously have a good dinner. But again, people who start their mornings early, they always prefer having a heavy breakfast. So it's very varied. So I always tell them to give me your schedule, whatever you eat and drink for the first 7 days. And then for me it becomes easier to make the changes, because then I can notice that, okay, there is something missing in the diet. Probably, they need a little more healthy fats in their diet,
Yeah.
which is missing. Again, you need to cut off. That is again, something like, okay, you want to lose weight, cut off carbohydrate, cut off fats. But fats is so important. But fat is not like, of course we say like have cheese, which is good for fat, but not the ultra processed cheese. Like it's more the best way to eat and be healthy is how our ancestors ate. That like sometimes having the fast food is, again, you're with your friends, with family, you enjoy it, but that's not a sustainable way. And the fast food industry, they do a lot of marketing and research
Yeah.
to hack the brains of customers, that, if we feed them like this, they're going to be wanting more and more and more. I take the clients nutrition or whatever they're eating for the first 7 days, and then make the changes which is required. And then most of the times, like it works because I see clients, the moment they start doing on any fitness journey, they will completely try to cut off their carbohydrates, completely cut off their fats. So I have to tell them, no, that's not the way we approach it.
So some people move into fat,
Yes.
totally into fat.
Yes. When we speak of diet, if we see the meaning of diet is anything that you eat and drink is diet. But again, the industry is so overwhelmed with all kinds of, the different names that have come in. So everybody
I am
wants
on
to
diet.
Yes, everybody wants to try. Okay, this is not working, let me try this. This is not working, let me try this. But again, it's not sustainable for how long, so always adapt to a diet which you can do for the rest of your life, be it social gatherings, be it with your family, so you don't feel left out. Because again, food is fuel for your brain. It makes you happy. Like if anybody in this world says I don't love eating, I would say you're lying. Everybody loves eating. Everybody loves eating. So again, your nutrition should, enhance your lifestyle rather than, stop you from enjoying your lifestyle.
I'm sure Coach Reena is giving a lot of relief to good foodies. You all must be waiting to hear about biohacking and the significance of biohacking in the superhuman journey. Stay tuned for the next video.